7 in the conference. Baker 24-19, 12-12 in the conference there. Under head coach for Central Methodist, Pat Reardon. For Baker is Tony Austin. Both of them are out at home plate exchanging the lineup cards. Central Methodist this past Tuesday, they swept the doubleheader with Missouri Valley, winning the first game 2-1 and the second game 10-0 there. Baker, they swept the doubleheader with Benedictine. They lost the first game 6-2, then won the second game 5-1. Hitting numbers there for Central Methodist, leading the way is Emma King, 464 average, 7 homers, 44 RBIs. For Baker, it's Ashley Jackman at 408, 6 homers, and 36 RBIs. Pitching-wise, Anastasia Ballou, 1-0 with a 1.83 ERA, 1 walk, and 12 strikeouts there as well. While Kira Baker leads the way for Baker with a 1.85 ERA, 14 walks, 20 strikeouts at a 4-4 record. Of course, Central Methodist Baseball, I think they just completed the game with Benedictine. Looks like it was a 3-2 score there as well. From where I'm at, from the press box, and you can see some of the scoreboard there as well. They have that new scoreboard out in the right center field area. I think it was 3-2. I think they just completed it not long ago, so they'll probably start the second game at about 3:15 or so. Of course, Central Methodist Softball, they'll play the second game around 5 o'clock. Tonight, it's game number 3 of the 2026 Stanley Cup playoffs. Tampa Bay and Montreal. They'll start at 6 o'clock there on TNT. Of course, the series is tied at 1 there as well. Also, 8:30 tonight, Vegas and Utah. They'll go ahead. I think that's on TBS. That series is tied at 1 there as well. And at 9 o'clock, Edmonton takes on Anaheim there. That series is tied at 1. And, of course, Major League Baseball-wise, you got the Kansas City Royals. They'll be hosting the Los Angeles Angels at 6:30 p.m. down in Kauffman Stadium. St. Louis Cardinals take on the Seattle Mariners at 7:15 p.m. there as well. Tomorrow, of course, Central Methodist Baseball. Of course, 12:50, they'll have the dedication of the new locker rooms there as well. Then they'll take on Benedictine at 1. Central Methodist Softball, they'll take on Graceland at 1 o'clock down in Lamoni, Iowa. Then the second game of the baseball doubleheader at 3:30 p.m. Of course, pregame show will start around the 12:45 hour. Of course, I'll have the play-by-play of the baseball one. And then Central Methodist Softball closes out their regular season with the second game of the doubleheader with Graceland at 3 o'clock there as well. Standings-wise for softball, Missouri Baptist, they're pretty much running away with the division. They pretty much have clinched at least a share of the conference title, 21-3, 35-8. Grandview, 18-6, 30-12. Central Methodist, 17-7, 31-14. Benedictine, 16-8, 29-15. William Penn, 15-9, 24-18. Mount Mercy, 13-11, 18-24. William Woods, 14-12, 20-21. Then you have a three-way tie for the last spot in the playoff. In the regular season, Mid-American, Nazarene, 12-12, 26-18. Baker, 12-12, 24-19 there as well. Then Clark, 12-12, 23-23. Culver Stockton, 13-15, and 26-24. Most likely, their season has completed. Park at 9-15, 20-22. Peru State 5-21, 10-27. Missouri Valley 4-20, and then 7-35, and then Graceland 3-21, 8-38 all together there. So as the season starts to wind down, conference tournament starts up next week. Next week down in Cedar Rapids, Iowa for softball. Baseball is in Ozark, Missouri there as well. Also, I want to congratulate a great friend of mine I've known for 25 years named John Barpnick, who is officially retired as the athletic trainer at Columbia College. Been the athletic trainer for 31 years. So, John, if you're listening in, I want to say congratulations. It's always been a pleasure and an honor to meet you during those years as well. Most notably, seeing you at a lot of the sports events at Columbia College there. Enjoy your retirement, and we'll be headed to Colorado Springs, Colorado. So, as the lineups are being introduced there, Quentin Norris here as well. Glad to have you with us on an overcast Friday afternoon there. Starting lineups, national anthem. We're going to set the defense for you. Sponsored by the Exchange Bank of Missouri. Out in left field, Jolie Kreider. Out in center field, Casey Jolly. And right field, Rachel Brandt. At third base, Maddie Holly. At shortstop, Madison Roberts. Second baseman, Brianna Craig. Elizabeth Palumbo's at first. The catcher is Emma King. And that's Carly Barnum. With a 15-3 record, 3.26 ERA, 29 walks, and 67 strikeouts. Most likely will be on the All-Madden team there as a first-team Heart America Conference softball player there as well. She is from a town of Boise, Idaho. And I'm sure a lot of the fans in Boise are all looking forward to hearing me do the play-by-play. So all the people in Boise, I want to say hi to you guys. It's been fun broadcasting the softball games as well. And, of course, as Gracie Gallagher steps up to the plate. She is a .336 hitter, no homers, 20 RBIs from Holton, Kansas. And it looks like we're probably going to start early, but hey, that's okay by me. It's originally scheduled for 3, but I think we're going to be 4 minutes early. And the first pitch is a ball coming at 2:56 p.m. Temperature at 65 degrees. The time and temperature is sponsored by the Parking Spot. Easy to spot, easy to park. The Parking Spot at Kansas City International Airport. 1-0 to count. Here's your 1-0 pitch. A looping liner in the left field. That is a fair ball. That's just touched the line. Gallagher's rounding first. She'll stop at second with a leadoff double. Or as Kirk Gallagher would call it, a Joe Morgan double. Here's Ashley Jackman, the team's leading hitter, 408 hitter, 6 homers, 36 RBIs. She is from a town of Olathe, Kansas, which is where Mid-American Nazarene is located at. So Gallagher's at second, and the first pitch. That's ball low, 1 ball and no strikes. On deck is Rachel Peterson. 1-0 to count, the 1-0. Hits the chopper right to Barnes, checks the runner, throws to Palumbo for the easy out, and hit the third is Gallagher. So 1 down now. Here's Rachel Peterson. 343 hitter, no homers, 19 RBIs. From Bentonville, Arkansas, where the original Walmart store is. And it's also the largest Walmart, still is as of today, even though it's been 32 years since I've been to that Walmart store there. Then they throw over the third. I remember going there on a family vacation stop there, and we even got to meet my long-distance cousin that lived in that area as well. 0-1 to count. The 0-1 pitch. Hits a high pop up there. Brianna Craig calls for it, makes the catch for out number 2. So now 2 outs now for Sydney Kill, 362 hitter, no homers, 16 RBI. She is from St. Louis, Missouri. Of course, I know a lot of her fans are looking forward to watching the Cardinals take on the Seattle Mariners down at Busch Stadium at 7:15 p.m. You can listen to it on the Cardinals on KMLX radio with John Rooney at the call. Ball 1 there. Or if you have, like, DirecTV, it's 672, channel 672. 1-0 to count. Fans starting to file in the 1-0 pitch. A looping liner, Brandt. Oh, couldn't get to it. Good effort there by Rachel Brandt. That's a base hit all the way, no question about it. Gallagher scores to get Baker a 1-0 leader. That was a great effort there by Rachel Brandt. Had the right idea, but couldn't come up with it. So Kill has 17 RBIs on the year. Here's Taryn Hall. 30 for 100. 1 homer, 12 RBIs. Oh, nice stop by Emma King. Kept it in front. Taryn Hall is also from Olathe, Kansas. The 1-0 pitch. That is ball two. 2 balls and no strikes. As Ben Scully said, if you're just listening in, hey, pull up a chair in and get ready for some softball. 2-0 pitch. 3-0 to count on Taryn Hall. On an overcast day. Boy, it feels like I'm at Dodger Stadium. Feels like I'm at Wrigley Field doing the game at Wrigley Field where the great Harry Carey did the games on WGN television. Strike call takes it all the way. And then before that, they used to have a gentleman named Jack Brickman. When Harry. 3 balls and 1 strike. The 3-1 pitch. The ground ball. Here's Robert. Throws from her knees and time! Hey, like Ozzie Smith used to do that a lot for the St. Louis Cardinals. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the first inning. 1-0 lead for Baker. Well, let's set the defense for you. Sponsored by Commercial Trust Bank. That is Rachel Peterson out in left field there. That is Gracie Gallagher in center field. Sydney Kills in right field. Lily Rowe is at third. At shortstop, that's Gracie Freiberger. Second baseman, Emily Burke. The catcher is Miley Rowe. And today's starting pitcher there is Jordan Beck. 12-9, 3.45 ERA, 48 walks and 94 strikeouts. Of course, coming up the starting lineups for Central Methodist, Joey Kreider in left. Casey Jolly in center. Elizabeth Palumbo is at first. Maddie Holly is at third base. Emma King's the catcher. Madison Roberts is at shortstop. Kinley Boley's the DP. Rachel Branson right. And Brianna Craig is that second. As Jolie Kreider comes to bat. 58 for 145, 6 homers, and 31 RBIs from Eagle, Idaho. I'm looking forward to meeting her family then for Cedar Day. Of course, 1-0 the count. The 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1 now. Hey, well, did baseball win today? What was it, like 3-2, I think? 3-2, okay. The 1-0. Lines a shot in the left field. There's a base hit. Kreider will stay at first. Here's Casey Jolly. 407 hitter, 4 homers, 25 RBIs from Nampa, Idaho. And I enjoyed meeting her mom, Teresa, along with her dad, and her 2 lovely sisters, Olivia and Peyton. Strike call there, 0-1 now. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1. Ball, 1-1 now. One ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Pops that one foul. 1-2 off Casey Jolly. Central Methodist Baseball won the first game today, 3-2. They should be getting started game number 2 in maybe about 10 minutes or so. 1-2 pitch. Lines a shot. Oh, nice stop there. They'll go to second. They'll complete the force play. So 1 out now. There's Elizabeth Palumbo, 421 hitter, 6 homers, 42 RBIs from Morrison. Actually, it's Sterling, Illinois there. And I enjoy meeting her mom, Suzanne, there, along with that pet dog. I love that dog there. A strike call. Every time I saw that pet dog, it reminds me of a pet dog named Tyke on the Tom and Jerry cartoon, which was Spike's little son there. And I can remember one time, one of my favorite ones was when Tyke the dog bit Butch the cat on his rear end. And Butch the cat said, "Is this your kid, son? Is this your kid?" 0-2 the count. 1-2. And that was when Butch the cat dressed up like Butch and his other friend dressed like mom and dad. 1-2 to count. 1-2 pitch. There's a high pop up there. And the shortstop calls for her, and there's out number 2. So 2 outs now, and here's Maddie Holly. 363 hitter, homer and 42 RBIs from Williamsville, Oregon. Ball 1 there. One ball and no strike. 1-0 to count. Just underway. Bottom of the first inning. 1-0 pitch. There's a strike call, and the count is 1-1. The 1-1. Strike 2. 1-2 the count. One and two the count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 call. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the top of the second inning. Baker 1, Central Methodist nothing on the Art Conference Network. One run, 2 hits, no errors for Baker, no runs, 1 hit, no errors for Central Methodist. Actually, that's Miley Rowe, the batter. 259 hitter, 2 homers, 13 RBI. She is from Greta, Nebraska. Around the Omaha area. First pitch. Strike. 0-1 now. Where's 0-0? Like another famous 0-0, Robert Parrish of the Boston Celtics. 0-1 to count, the 0-1. Lines a shot, Brank makes the catch for out number 1. Here's Emily Burke. A 243 hitter, no homers, 16 RBIs from Wausau, Oklahoma. And I want to say it's in the same area, not that far from a town called Binger, Oklahoma, which is where the great Johnny Bench, the greatest catcher of all time in the history of Major League Baseball for the Cincinnati Reds, from 1968 to 1983. MVPs of the 1976 World Series, won a couple of World Series championships. The other one, 1975. The 0-1. Ball 1-1 now. The 1-1. 2-1 to count. Two, 1 pitch. Strike. 2-2. 2-2 the count. 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off. 2-2. Two and two the count on Emily Burke. Carly Ball working the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 outs now. Here's Rachel Peterson. A .343 hitter. No homers. 19 RBI. There's Ava Griner. Griner, 241 hitter, homer, 16 RBIs. Her first pitch. Ball 1 there. Griner is from Alberta, Canada, a town of Stettler, Alberta, Canada. I think it's around the Edmonton area, if I do remember correctly. And one of the most famous, that's where the Edmonton Oilers, they won 5 Stanley Cups, the last one in 1990. They had some of the great ones like Wayne Gretzky, Mark Messier, Grant Fuhrer, and many others. 1-1 to count. Swing and a miss. And I remember the day when Wayne Gretzky was traded to Los Angeles. And I remember that. I remember watching an episode of The Price is Right. It was right in the middle of The Price is Right show. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2. Miss. 2-2. On Ava Griner. Then a little bit up north, you got Calgary. Home of the Calgary Flames. Site of the 1988 Winter Olympics. 2-2 pitch. Fouls that one out. I remember watching the opening ceremonies of the 88 Winter Olympics in Calgary. It was on a Saturday morning. Like at 9 a.m. they began the game. And I remember 7 o'clock that night, the United States men's hockey team played an opening round game at the Saddle Dome at 7 o'clock that night. 2-2 pitch. 3-2 now. Two outs in the top of the second inning. 1-0 lead for Baker. On the RBI single by Sidney Kill. 3-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Three-two pitch. Fouls it off. 3-2 now. 2 the count. 3-2 pitch. Fouls that one off. Still 3-2. 3-2 the count. 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. Wow, that was close. So now runner at first, 2 outs, and here's Lily Rowe. Ten for 45, no homers, 1 RBI. She is also from Greta, Nebraska, and both her and Miley are sisters. And a looping liner, that is a foul ball. 0-1 to count. Top of the second inning. Started 4 minutes early. Hey, that's okay by me. I think baseball teams should be getting started there. The second game of that doubleheader there. 1-1 now on Lily Rowe. Row your boat gently down the stream. Night on the tree. They're ready to announce the starting lineups there on the video board there. 1-1 pitch is a looping liner. Craig makes the catch. So 3 outs now, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Bottom of the second inning. Baker 1, Central Methodist nothing.
Of character and sportsmanship. Our student athletes compete at a championship level, pushing their limits every day. The Heart is committed to an uncommon student athlete experience that features some of the premier athletic programs in the NAIA. Our commitment to excellence goes beyond athletics, establishing a community of support and mentorship. But what truly sets us apart is the heart with which we play. Join us.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors for Central Methodist. Coming to bat is Emma King. 464 hitter, 7 homers, 44 RBIs from Benton, Arkansas. First pitch to her. That's a ball low. Central Methodist 25-19. They won 3-2. Ground ball to third. Third baseman has it for out number 1. We don't have the line totals yet there. There's Madison Roberts. 342 hitter, 2 homers, 21 RBIs from Elkhart, Illinois. One of the seniors that was recognized on Sunday. Enjoyed watching her play during those 4 years at Central Methodist. And the first pitch. Ooh, bit inside, 1-0 now. 1-0 to count. The 1-0. 2-0 to count. pitch. Looping liner in the left center field. That's up against the wall there. Roberts rounding first. She is on her way to second. It's a double for Madison Roberts. Here's Kinley Boley up the bat. .294 hitter, 4 homers, 33 RBIs from Chillicothe, Missouri. Beautiful area north, about 60 miles north of Marshall on Highway 65. Been there several times when back in those days, you used to take a left turn there, and it took you to a town of Hamilton, and if you turn right, you got towards Marceline and many other towns there. Of course, the 1-0 pitch, and if you kept going north, you go to a town of Trenton, and along that way, you go to a church camp. A Baptist church camp. I remember from, even though it's been over 40 years, the one thing I remember about it, one time my friend Brad Gastadon almost drowned at the church camp. 2-0 pitch to him. 3-0 the count. And I remember all the people, all the kids at that camp, including the counselors, had to dive in and find Brad Gastadon. There's a strike. 3-1 now. There's a strike. 3-2. Two the count, 1 out, runner at second. Fouls it off just to increase the 10. Two. Ball 4 there. So 1 out walk. Here's Rachel Brandt. 337 hitter, no homers, 14 RBI. Telling the fans saying. Runners at first and second, first pitch. There's a strike call. Rachel Brandt is from Tigard, Oregon. 0 balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 now. It's a looping liner into left field. Left fielder makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 outs now for Brianna Craig. 290 hitter, homer and 16 RBIs from Oak Grove, Missouri. Had a great visit with her. There's a strike call. 0-1 the count. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 the count. Hits the ground ball to second. Throws over to first for the 3rd out. So no runs on 1 hit. No errors, and they lead 2. We head to the top of the 3rd inning. 1-0 lead for Baker. Go ahead and start the ad in. Okay.
No matter where you are in your educational journey, Central Methodist University is here for you. With CMU, you can learn on our beautiful campus in Fayette, Missouri, earn a degree completely online, or attend classes at one of our many statewide sites. Whichever path you choose, you will get a quality education that will prepare you for the future you envision. Select one of our programs of distinction in music, biology, or nursing, or choose from more than 60 degree options offered at the undergraduate and graduate levels. And if you decide to join us on campus, you will be able to take advantage of all the university has to offer, including dozens of clubs and organizations, a robust student life, and top.
Okay. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for Baker, no runs, 2 hits, and no errors for Central Methodist. As Gracie Gallagher doubled and scored the first run of the game there. And that's a ball low, 1-0 to count. The 1-0 misses that one, 2-0 to count. Two balls and no strikes. 2-0 pitch. 3-0 to count. Three balls and no strikes. 3-0 pitch. There's a strike. 3-1 now. Three balls and a strike. 3-1 pitch. Fouls it off. 3-2 now. Three balls and two strikes. And it's ball 4 now. So 1 out. So leadoff walk there. And here's Ashley Jackman, who grounded out to Carly Barnum her first time up. There goes Gallagher to throw, not in time. A stolen base. And the count is 0-1 now. One to count. Fouls it off. On to the count. Oh, 2 pitch is a foul ball. Most of the MLB games are starting tonight. Misses that one. 1-2 the count. One and two the count. Baseball is just getting underway. Looks like top of the second inning there. A high pop up there. And it's caught by Joey Kreider for out number 1. Here's Rachel Peterson, who popped out to Brianna Craig her first time up. pitch. Ball one there, 1-0 to count. One and 0 to count. Looks like second inning, no score there, according to the new scoreboard out there. They probably started around 3:15 or so. Strike, 1-1 now. Sidney Kills on deck. Ball two now, 2-1 to count. Two balls and one strike. 2-1 to count. 2-1 pitch is a liner in the center field. That's a base hit. Here comes Gallagher to score. It's a 2-0 lead for Baker. On the RBI single for Rachel Peterson. And Rachel Peterson has 20 RBIs on the year. There's Cindy Kill, singled and drove in a run her first time up. The first pitch. Ball one there. The 1-0. Hits the ground ball right to Palumbo. They go to second. Gets away, but not far enough. So it's unassisted 3, and then try to go to second to complete the double play, but now 2 outs now. Yeah, she is out, yeah. Because Palumbo touched the bag first, then threw to second. Taryn Hull up there. Rounded out to Carly Robbins. Oh, actually Madison Roberts her first time up. Now 30 for 101. It's a liner in the center field. Jolly goes back. Makes the catch! Oh, baby, what a catch! Like Willie Mays in the 1954 World Series. Taking a hit away from Vic Wirtz. 1 run on 1 hit. No errors, 1 left. Bottom of the third. 2-0 lead for Baker on the Urban Edge Network.
Welcome to the Heart of America Athletic Conference, where innovation meets tradition. Here, growth is not just measured in victories, but in the development of character and sportsmanship. Our student athletes compete at a championship level, pushing their limits every day. The Heart is committed to an uncommon student athlete experience.
2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for Baker. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for Central Methodist. And Joey Kreider up there, singled her first time up. Central Methodist baseball record 25, 19, 14, 11 in the conference. Ball one there. Last weekend of the regular season. Of course, Central Methodist softball closes out their regular season with a doubleheader tomorrow in Lamoni, Iowa. Taking on Graceland. 2-0 to count. Two and 0 to count. 2-0 pitch. 3-0 to count. pitch. 3-1 now. Pitch. Ball 4, leadoff walk there. Here's Casey Jolly hitting to a fielder's choice her first time up. First pitch is a foul ball to the screen. 0-1 now. The 0-1 fouls it off. 0-2. 0-2 the count. 0-2 pitch. Hits a fly ball to left field. Left fielder has it. Calls for it. Makes the catch for out number 1 there. Back to first is Joey Cryer for Elizabeth Palumbo, who popped out to short her first time up. First pitch. There's a strike call. 0-1 now. Like I said, I want to congratulate my good friend John Bartnick, who is retiring after 31 years of service as athletic trainer at Columbia College. There's a base hit up the middle for Palumbo. So first and second and 1 out now. Here's Maddie Holly, who struck out her first time up. Pitch. Strike. 0-1 now. The 0-1. Ball 1, 1-1 to count. One ball and 1 strike. 1-1, 2-1 to count. Two and one to count. 2-1 pitch. Lines a shot in the left field. Foul. 2-2. Two and 2 to count with 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 2-0 lead for Baker. 2-2 pitch. Looping liner into right field. Hit it well. Right fielder makes the catch for out number 2. And here is Joey Kreider into 3rd. So now runners are at the corners for Emma King, who grounded out to 3rd base her first time up. Looks like Benedictine leads at 1-0 in the 2nd inning. First pitch. Ball 1, 1-0 to count. Madison Roberts is on deck. Runners are at the corners and 2 outs. The 1-0. Strike. 1-1 now. 1 to count. One pitch. It's a high pop up there. See who calls for it. I think second baseman calls for it for the third out. So no runs on just one hit, no errors, and one left. We head to the two left on. We head to the top of the fourth inning. Baker 2, Central Methodist nothing.
No matter where you are in your educational journey, Central Methodist University is here for you. With CMU, you can learn on our beautiful campus in Fayette, Missouri, earn a degree completely online, or attend classes at one of our many statewide sites. Whichever path you choose, you will get a quality education that will prepare you for the future you envision. Select one of our programs of distinction in music, biology, or nursing, or choose from more than 60 degree options offered at the undergraduate and graduate levels. And if you decide to join us on campus, you will be able to take advantage of all the university has to offer, including dozens of clubs and organizations, a robust student life, and top-notch NAIA athletics. Discover what makes us different and how a degree from CMU can prepare you for the future. Discover Central Methodist University today.
2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for Baker. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for Central Methodist. There's Miley Rowe up there. She flew out to Rachel Brandt her first time up. 1-0 lead for Benedictine. Looks like bottom of the second inning. There's a strike call in the new video board scoreboard out in the right center field there. From where I'm at, I could see parts of the scoreboard and everything. But I'll probably get a better view of it tomorrow. The 0-1 fouls it off. 0-2 now. It looks like Landon McKillips is the batter. Looks like Central Methodist has tied the game at 1. 1-2 to count there on Miley Rowe. One-two pitch. Hits the ground ball to Madison Roberts. Throws over to Palumbo for out number 1. 1 down now. And here is Emily Burke. Emily Burke struck out her first time up. First pitch to her. There's a strike. 0-1 now. On 1 to count. The 0-1. Lines a shot. Foul ball. 0-2 to count. Two pitch. 1-2 now. One and two to count. 1-2 pitch. Right to Barnum. Throws over to Palumbo for out number 2. So here's Ava Greiner, who's walked her first time up. pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Oh and 1 to count. Looping liner over the third baseman's head, but a good hustle, good effort there. That would be a base hit all the way, no question about it. It is the fourth hit of the game there. Lily Rowe popped out to Brianna Craig her first time up. It's a ground ball to the second baseman. Craig lost it, but makes a good effort there. Wasn't the prettiest throw, but the most important thing is it got the third out. So no runs on one hit, no errors, one left. We're halfway home. 2-0 lead for Baker. Runs, 4 hits, no errors for Central Methodist, no run for Baker, no runs, 3 hits and no errors. As Madison Roberts doubled her first time up. No 1-0. Strike, 1-1. First of 2 today, then 1-1 to count. The 1-1. 2-1 to count. Two-one pitch. It's a high fly ball in the center field. Hit pretty good. Left fielder's there to make the catch, and out number 1. As Kinley Boley up there walked her first time up. Where's the number 24? Like another famous 24, Willie Mays, the Say Hey Kid. Also another famous 24, Tony Perez. Ball 1 there. Also manager Walter Alston. The 1-0. Strike, 1-1. 1-1 to count, 1-1 pitch. 2-1 to count. Base hit up the middle. 1-out single for Kenley Boley. As Rachel Brandt flew out to left field her first time up there. pitch. Ball one there. Want to know on Rachel Brand. Boy, I just enjoyed meeting her so far this 2 years, along with Maddie Holly. Strike. And I remember the first time I got to know them was the weekend of their freshman year when they officially moved into the dorm and met her family, along with Maddie Holly's family, at a restaurant called Emmett's. And as soon as they knew who I was, once I said my name, and they said, "You're the announcer." 1-2 the count. 1-2 the count. The 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off just to increase the tension. Game 2 to follow about 5 o'clock. Or we may start a little early, which that's fine by me. One-two pitch. Misses that one. 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch. Hits the ground ball to short. They'll go to second for 1, and that's all they can get. So a fielder's choice, 2 outs. There's Brianna Craig. Grounded out to second her first time up. First pitch. There's a strike, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 fouls it off. 0-2. 0-2 the count on Brianna Craig. The 0-2 pitch. Ball 1-2 now. One-two pitch. Chops it foul. 1-2 now. Jolie Crier's on deck. The 1-2 pitch. 2-2 now. 2-2 now on Brianna Craig. 2-2 pitch. Right to the pitcher. Throws over the first for the third out. So no runs on just 1 hit. No errors and 1 left on. We head to the 5th inning. Baker 2, Central Methodist nothing on the Heart Conference Network and the Urban Edge Network. Okay.
Welcome to the Heart of America Athletic Conference, where innovation meets tradition. Here, growth is not just measured in victories, but in the development of character and sportsmanship. Our student athletes compete at a championship level, pushing their limits every day. The Heart is committed to an uncommon student athlete experience that features some of the premier athletic programs in the NAIA. Our commitment to excellence goes beyond athletics, establishing a community of support and mentorship. But what truly sets us apart is the heart with which we play. Join us and experience the passion, the drive, and the spirit of champions. That passion and commitment extends off the playing field and into graduation. The Heart of America Athletic Conference, champions in competition, leaders in life.
for Central Methodist. Quentin Norris here from the catbird seat of Reardon Family Field. As Gracie Gallagher up there 1 for 1 with a double in the first, then walked in the third. And has scored both runs. The first pitch. Fouls it off. 0-1 now. Hockey Stanley Cup playoffs tomorrow. Triple header starting at 2 o'clock. Game 4. When Carolina and Ottawa. Carolina leads that series 3-0. Lays down a beautiful bunt. Holly's throw. Got her. Beautiful play. 5-4 on your scorecard. As Brianna Craig took the throw at first. Of course, starts it off with pregame show at 1:30 p.m. on TNT. On TBS, hosted by Liam McEwen, along with Anson Carter and Wayne Gretzky. There's a strike call, 4:30, Game 4 of the Stanley Cup playoffs tomorrow night. Buffalo and Boston. Buffalo leads that series 2-1. Buffalo is making their first Stanley Cup appearance since 2012. And then 7 o'clock, Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. 1-1 to count. Philadelphia leads that series 3-0. So if everything goes according to plan, there's a good chance that both Carolina and Philadelphia could conclude their series tomorrow. And I remember watching Philadelphia really 3 times so far, and they are a good ball club there. They're one of those teams that can really make some noise in this Stanley Cup playoffs there. And how they outplayed Pittsburgh so far there in those 3 games there. And hopefully it'll close out the Pittsburgh Penguins. And if everything goes according to plan, Pittsburgh could play Carolina in the Eastern Conference semifinals. 3-1 to count there. Also, another team could close out the series on Sunday. That's the Los Angeles Kings and the Colorado Avalanche. That's the Colorado Avalanche and the Los Angeles Kings. Colorado leads that series 3-0, 4-2 victory over the Los Angeles Kings last night. 3-0, 3-1 pitch of the ground ball to Holly. Throws to Palumbo, and there's out number 2. And then 6 o'clock that Sunday night, Tampa Bay takes on Montreal. And I believe that series is tied at 1. And I think Game 3 is tonight in Montreal. Tampa Bay won Game 2, 3-2 in overtime. Ball 1 there, 1-0 to count. Rachel Peterson, 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI. Giving her a total of 20 on the year. The 1-0. There's a strike. 1-1 now. One and one now on Rachel Peterson. 1-1 pitch. It's a ground ball up the middle for a base hit. The 5th hit of the game for Baker University. Here's Cindy Kill, 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI. That came in the first inning. First pitch. Strike, going 1 now. The 0-1 pitch. Hits the ground ball to Roberts. She'll take it herself for the 3rd out. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Baker 2, Central Methodist nothing.
No matter where you are in your educational journey, Central Methodist University is here for you. With CMU, you can learn on our beautiful campus in Fayette, Missouri, earn a degree completely online, or attend classes at one of our many statewide sites. Whichever path you choose, you will get a quality education that will prepare you for the future you envision. Select one of our programs of distinction in music, biology, or nursing, or choose from more than 60 degree options offered at the undergraduate and graduate levels.
For Central Methodist. Still 1-1 tie in the third inning over at Estes Field there. As Joey Kreider up there, 1 for 1, single in the first and walked in the third. First pitch. Ball 1-0 to count. One and 0 to count. The 1-0 fouls it off. 1-1 now. The 1-1 high pop up. And the third baseman makes the catch for out number 1. Here's Casey Jolly, 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch. Ball 1 there. 1-0 to count on Casey Jolly. The 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. 1-1 now on Casey Jolly. One pitch. Lines a shot in the right field. There's a base hit. So Jolly's 1 for 3. Fifth hit of the game for Central Methodist. Here's Elizabeth Palumbo, 1 for 2 with a single. Single in the third, popped to short in the first. First pitch. There's a strike on 1. Oh, and 1 to count. The 0-1. There's a misses that one there. 1-1 now. 1-1 to count. 1-1. Lines up base hit up the middle. So first and second now, and 1 out now. Here's Maddie Hawley, 0 for 2, struck out in the first, flew out to right in the third. So now time has called. Looks like fourth inning, a 1-1 tie there. First pitch to Holly. Ball 1-0 to count. One ball, no strikes. There's a strike, 1-1 now. One to count. Most of the games will be starting around 5:30 or so. 1-1 pitch. It's the ground ball, base hit. Here comes Jolly. She scores. It's 2-1 now on a base hit by Maddie Holly. So 2-1 now. A base hit for Holly gives her 43 on the year. So now it looks like some changes there. Of course, Tampa Bay and Montreal at 6, 8:30 Vegas and Utah. Then Edmonton and Anaheim at 9 o'clock. Looks like a courtesy runner there. Where's tomorrow? Carolina and Ottawa. That's Dallas and Minnesota, I'm sorry. Dallas leads that series 2-1. Pittsburgh and Philadelphia is 3-0. So good chance Carolina and Philadelphia could close out tomorrow night. Ground ball knocks it down there. And the bases are loaded. Good effort there. Keeping the ball in the infield. There's some Madison Roberts, 1-for-2, double in the second, flew out the left. That's an error on the first baseman. Then Sunday is Boston. So Rebecca Townsend is the courtesy runner from Carson, Washington. And then a few hours made to the south, you come to a town called Issaquah. Beautiful area. And the best way you can tell and that's where one of my friends who has a daughter and family live there. And the only way you can tell my friends in Issaquah is when you hear Martha Garnett talk in a soprano voice. And the reason I can tell you that, because she sang soprano when she sang in the choir at the United Methodist Church. So it's a base hit as well. So 4 hits in there. 2-1 lead, and the pitch to Roberts hits a foul ball. 1-1 now. Of course, 3:30 is Colorado and Los Angeles. Tampa Bay and Montreal at 6, and 8:30 is Edmonton and Anaheim. And the pitch is a line drive. There's a base hit into the gap. 1 run's going to score. A second run. And now it's the 2-run double. And Central Methodist leads it 3-2. There's Kenley Boley, 1-for-2 with a 1-for-1. Walked in the second. Singled in the. So Roberts now has 23 RBIs on the season. First pitch. That's a ball, 1-0 to count. One ball, no strikes. The 1-0. There's a strike. 1-1 now. Still 1 out in the 5th inning. One and one to count. Hits the ground ball up the middle. There's a base hit. Townsend will score to make it 4-2. Stopping in third is Madison Roberts. And for Kinley Boley, 34 RBIs. As Rachel Brandt comes to bat. Looks like Terry Williams is the courtesy runner. First pitch. That's a ball there. To Brandt 0 for 2. Flew out to left in the second and then reached on fielder's choice. The 1-0. Foul ball, 1-1 now. One and one to count. One pitch is a ground ball. Pass to third baseman. Knocks it down. Nowhere to go. And scoring is Madison Roberts. And they get 5-2. There's Sammy Pika, the pinch hitter. 5-2 on a 5-run fifth inning. A .231 hitter, no homers, 1 RBI from St. Peters, Missouri. First and second, still 1 out. And for Rachel Brandt, that's her 15th RBI of the year. First pitch. Ball 1 now, 1-0 the count. Looks like Terry Williams is at second. The 1-0. 2-0 now, the ninth man to bat this inning. And there's still 1 out. 2-0 pitch. There's a strike, 2-1 now. Two balls and 1 strike, 2-1 pitch. Strike, 2-2. Two pitches, a foul ball. Two and two to count. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 call. So 2 outs now. And here's Joey Cryer, the 10th man to bat this inning. She popped out to third her first time up. First pitch is a strike call, 0-1 now. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 hits a fly ball along third, but foul. 0-2 now. I'm in the 5th inning. A 5-2 lead now for Central Methodist. All 5 runs have come in the 5th inning. Including the big 2-run double by Madison Roberts. The 0-2. 1-2 now. 2 to count. Misses that one, 2-2. Two pitch. Fly ball hit well to center field, but center field makes the catch for the third out. So 5 runs on 7 hits, 1 error, and they leave 2. We head to the 6th inning. A 5-2 lead for Central Methodist on the Heart Conference Network and the Urban Edge Network.
No matter where you are in your educational journey, Central Methodist University is here for you. With CMU, you can learn on our beautiful campus in Fayette, Missouri, earn a degree completely online, or attend classes at one of our many statewide sites. Whichever path you choose, you will get a quality education that will prepare you for the future you envision. Select one of our programs of distinction in music, biology, or nursing, or choose from more than 60 degree options offered at the undergraduate and graduate levels. And if you decide to join us on campus, you will be able to take advantage of all the university has to offer, including dozens of clubs and organizations, a robust student life, and top-notch NAIA athletics. Discover what makes us different.
Hits and no errors for Central Methodist. 2 runs, 5 hits and an error for Baker. Is Taryn Hall up there? 0 for 2 on today. Time called. And the first pitch. That's a ball, 1-0 the count. On Taryn Hull. Baker led 1-0 after the first. They added 1 to third, but then Central Methodist added a big 5-run in that 5th inning to lead it 5-2. The 1-0. Misses that one, 2-0. And Miley Rowe is on deck. Looks like they're having some technical problem with the pitch comm there. So they got to change wristbands. Two and 0 to count. The 2-0 pitch. Fouls it off. 2-1 now. Two and 1 to count. Carly Bonham to the rubber, getting the pitch. The 2-1. Fly ball to center field. Jolly is there. Nice catch out in the front of the warning track for out number 1. Here's Miley Rowe up there, 0 for 2 on today. Ball 1 there. 1-0 to count. One ball, no strikes. 1-0. Fouls it off. 1-1 now. One and one to count. One pitch. 2-1 to count. 5-2 Central Methodist. One pitch. Lines a shot. That's a base hit. 6th hit of the game for Baker. Here's Emily Burke. 0 for 2 on today. Struck out in the 2nd. Grounded to Barnum in the 4th. First pitch to her. That's a ball. 1-0 to count. Looks like Benedictines leads at 3-1 the 5th inning. Chops it foul. 1-1 now. One ball, one strike on Emily Burke. The 1-1. Fouls it off. 1-2 in front of 44,410. Millions are watching on television across the world. Reardon Family Field, shivering with its concrete foundations. The 1-2. 2-2 now. Two pitch. 2-2's a ground ball. Her play is the first. 2 outs now. There's Ava Greiner, 1 for 1. Walk in the 2nd, single in the 4th. First pitch. Ground ball to Holly. Palumbo makes the catch for the 3rd out. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors. 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It is 5-2 Central Methodist. Well, of course. Sure, I'll go.
Welcome to the Heart of America Athletic Conference, where innovation meets tradition. Here, growth is not just measured in victories, but in the development of character and sportsmanship. Our student athletes compete at a championship level, pushing their limits every day. The Heart is committed to an uncommon student athlete experience that features some of the premier athletic programs in the NAIA. Our commitment to excellence goes beyond athletics, establishing a community of support and mentorship. But what truly sets us apart is the heart with which we play.
5 runs, 11 hits, no errors for Central Methodist. 2 runs, 6 hits, and error for Baker. And as Casey Jolly comes to bat, she is 1 for 3 with a single, and that single in that 5th inning started that 5-run inning there. pitch. Ball one there. If Central Methodist can add another 5 runs, they can win it on the 8-run rule. Jordan Beck still on the mound. Remember, I think according to my notes, I think Baker only has 4 pitchers on the staff. Strike, 1-1 now. They're trying to save the pitchers up because they know they will conclude their regular season, I think, the doubleheader tomorrow. 1-1 pitch. Strike, 1-2 now. One, two the count. Misses that one, 2-2. I believe they're hosting Mole Valley tomorrow. So these games today and then the next 2 for Baker are really big because that could really, because this is really one of those must-win games to get into the playoffs. A high fly ball in the left center field, well hit, and the left fielder makes the catch right in front of the warning track. We're out number 1. Here's Elizabeth Palumbo. 2 for 3 with 2 singles on the day. Enjoyed meeting her mom, Suzanne. It's a line shot in the right center field. That's up against the wall. Palumbo's rounding first. She is sinking 2. She has a double. The 12th hit of the game for Central Methodist. Here's Maddie Hawley, 1 for 3 with a single. An RBI for Maddie Hawley. That gives her 43. She is 1 behind Emma King entering the doubleheader with 44. Looks like they wanted a courtesy runner to come out there. That's Isabella Proctor coming in to run from Santan Valley, Arizona. Carly Bottom's just 3 outs away from win number 16 on the year. And the ball is a little, but most of not only win number 16 for Carly Barlow, but number 32 on the year for Central Methodist softball. But the most important number is 18-7 in the conference. 2-0 to count. Two balls and no strike. Baker's 24-19. 2-0 pitch. It's a high fly ball. That's going to draw foul. 2-1 now. Trying to get some insurance runs you can. Really, 3 runs is not bad. Sometimes maybe 4 or maybe 5 runs can make things better. 2-1 to count. 2-1 pitch. Lines a shot into left field. Left fielder makes the catch. We're out number 2. So 2 outs now. And here's Emma King, 0 for 3. But she reached actually 1 for 3 with a single. But also, that was part of that 5-run inning there. The first pitch. Looping liner. Foul into the bullpen. 0-1 to count. Oh, 1 pitch. 1-1 to count. One pitch. 2-1 now. Two balls and 1 strike. 2-1 pitch. Fouls it off. 2-2. Proctor, the courtesy runner for Palumbo. I'm sure Palumbo will play some first base in the 7th inning. 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Nice job by Pat Reardon. Looks like 4-1 lead for Benedictine in the 5th inning. Two pitch. Misses that one, 3-2. Of course, baseball concludes their regular season tomorrow. Doubleheader against Benedictine. 12:45 pregame show. Have the play-by-play at 1 o'clock. It's also senior day. And the 3-1 pitch. Now it's ball 4 now. Here's Madison Roberts. 1-2 for 3 with a single, double, 2 RBIs. And that 2 RBI double gave Central Methodist a 3-2 lead there. Roberts has 23 RBIs on the year. First pitch. There's a strike, 0-1 now. On 1 to count. The 0-1. 1-1 now. One ball, one strike. The 1-1. 2-1 now. Two balls and one strike. 2-1 pitch. She did go. No question about it. 2-2 now. Two and two the count. 2-2 pitch. Hits the ground ball to second. They'll go to second for the force out. And that'll do it. No runs on just the 1 hit. No errors, 2 left on. We head to the 7th inning. Central Methodist 5, Baker 2.
No matter where you are in your educational journey, Central Methodist University is here for you. With CMU, you can learn on our beautiful campus in Fayette, Missouri, earn a degree completely online, or attend classes at one of our many statewide sites. Whichever path you choose, you will get a quality education that will prepare you for the future you envision. Select one of our programs of distinction in music, biology, or nursing, or choose from more than 60 degree options offered at the undergraduate and graduate levels. And if you decide to join us on campus, you will be able to take advantage of all the university has to offer, including dozens of clubs and organizations, a robust student...
5 runs, 12 hits, no errors for Central Methodist. 2 runs, 6 hits, and an error for Baker. Central Methodist 3 more outs away from win number 32, but the most important number is 18-7 in the conference. Trying to lock down that number 3 spot in the conference tournament starting just a week from yesterday down in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. First pitch to Lily Rowe, 0 for 2 on today. Popped to Brianna Craig in the second and reached on a fielder's choice. One and 0 to count. The 1-0. Ground ball. Roberts. Nowhere to go. I think that was a wise thing. Hold on the ball with a 3-run lead there. You don't want to give Baker an extra runner on base. Here's Gracie Gallagher, 2 for 3. Actually, 1 for 2. A double in the first. Walked in the third, and then grounded on a bunt play to Maddie Holly. So a courtesy runner now. Looks like number 18, Uriah Zolver from the Netherlands is the courtesy runner. First pitch. Fouls it off. 0-1 now. Oh, and 1 to count. 0-1 to count. Popped it up. And Holly makes the catch for out number 1. Here's Ashley Jackman, 0 for 3 on the day. Grounded out to Barnum in the first. Flew out to Kreider in the third. And then grounded out to Maddie Holly in the fifth. First pitch. Round ball to Roberts. Second for 1. The first. Not in time. So 2 outs now. Here's Rachel Peterson, 2 for 3 with 2 singles and an RBI. She also popped out to Brianna Craig in the first inning. 1 more out to go. Listen to this crowd there from 44,000 fans. 0-1 to count. Reardon Family Field shivering with its concrete foundations. The 0-1. Lines a shot over Craig's head. So now first and second. And the tying run is at the plate there. And Sydney Kill, 1 for 3. Single in the first. Also had an RBI. Grounded out to Palumbo in the third and reached on a fielder's choice. She's the tying run at the plate. Barlow needs 1 more out to go. Sometimes that third out is hard. Lines a shot. Brand makes a catch. And that's a winner, folks. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on. Central Methodist wins the thriller 5-2. We'll give you the final line numbers. 2 runs, 8 hits, and an error for Baker. 5 runs, 12 hits, and no errors for Central Methodist. Central Methodist with the victory. They're 18-7 in the conference, 32-14 all together, while Baker goes to 12-13 and 24-20 all together. Central Methodist wins the first one 5-2. We'll have the second game for you in about 30 minutes or so. This is Quentin Norris. Say so long. That's 8,028 of them. See you in a bit.